What is up, party people? Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. That's right. We're talking transfers, of course, the Vini saga, the Bruno G saga. We're talking Liverpool's squad is absolutely in the pits at the moment. It's a dire situation. Will Rodri move to Madrid and spark off the entire chain reaction of everything that could possibly happen? I also want to speak on, is Fabrizio Romano the real king of the transfer window, the puppet master behind everything that's going on? Yeah. And of course, we're going to speak on Mr. Infantino at it again. What's up, Lumen? Hope you're well. Hope everyone in the chat is doing all right. So make sure you are liking. Make sure you're subscribing if you are new. We certainly appreciate you being here. Go ahead and the alert, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. That notification bell. That's what I'm looking for. Of course, get that on. Tell your friends, your grandmas, cousins, uncles, everybody, because we're going to get right into it here with, I think, as I said in the intro there, the one that could possibly kick everything off is Real Madrid have opened talks club to club with Manchester City over Rodri. Of course, this is the latest in that saga, but I do think it kind of, if it happens, it could kick off some other things around the league and around Europe. What do you think about it? Say what?
I think so. You know, the thing that I find interesting, and I mean, it's funny because for all the loyal podcast listeners, if you go back maybe a year ago or maybe a year and a half ago, I remember, I think the question was broached to me about Rodri, and I was asked if we should let him go, and I said yes. I said yes then. I've been consistent with that because my biggest thing is that one, we never knew which guy was coming back, but two, you started to what was confusing to me was after the whole thing with the Ballon d'Or and Vini and Madrid did what they did, he was offended for like half a second, and then all of a sudden Madrid is a big club. So there's something going on behind the scenes that we're obviously, not privy to. And I think that part is something that matters, because the thing is that was a giant change of tune, because Madrid did a full-scale campaign to disparage, undermine, and disrespect the Ballon d'Or that he won, that I think he earned. And now you're like, well, I want to play for this team. Okay, well, that's his business. This is a business. But you look and you say, well, would playing at Madrid elevate his profile anymore? And the fact that what he does with the national team gets global recognition and recognition across Europe, playing for Madrid doesn't necessarily do what you think it does, right? I mean, maybe he gets some money off the jersey sales and that might be it. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just be another one of Madrid's midfielders, whereas at City, you essentially would be an English and potentially a Premier League legend. But if that's not what you want and you accept the way they treated you, go. Just go. Like, I mean, and his contract is out next year or something like that. So he has the option like De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo. You can go on a free, which, it is what it is. Or you can ask City for money. Now, here's the thing, because apparently the rumor is like 50 million. And there's no way that Madrid believes that City would take 50 million.
No.
Even with 1 year on his contract, based on what he's done and the fact that they've offered him money, City will be like, yo, we'll just run the contract out. We don't care. We'll run the contract out. We let Julian Alvarez go, and we took it's our largest transfer sale. Hey man, if you want him this bad and he wants to go, either he's gonna do a Fernandinho and pay part of the fee, or you're gonna pay what you gotta pay. You're taking a 30-year-old player that won the Ballon d'Or, just won the World Cup. And you think we giving them to you for 50?
No way.
Come on, man.
When Elliot Anderson was 118, Morgan Rogers was 117.
And the thing is, I understand with the 1 year you're not going to get that because of just, the optics or whatever. Oh, we can just go for free. Because my answer, because it's City and they ain't broke, then go for free. That's your option. That's the option. There's no if City sells him for 50, I will question the board and all that, and because it'll be like, oh, we don't want the distraction. Hey man, if he makes the decision to play bad on purpose during the year, since he's already sullied his reputation with the team, I mean, well, as the fan base, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna play like garbage or I'm gonna be out, and then you go to Madrid. Well, all I know is we've seen players who've done similar things like that. And the funny thing is, karma catches him. So either you're going to play good, we win the Champions League, and then you say, hey, you want to go to Madrid? You sure you want to go to Madrid? And if he wants to go, bye.
I'm going to interrupt there. First of all, Nez, looking like you just finished the interview, so looking.
I did a presentation. I taught at a conference.
Fair enough, man. Yeah. I'll let that go.
No interviews. I was teaching at a conference.
Fair enough, bro.
I mean, you're teaching the youth of America. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah. I've been talking to some of these the youth of America. Good luck to you there. Anyway, going on to the subject, Rodri. Yes, I think there's ways to do things and ways to leave a club. He's been a good player for Man City, so hopefully he does it the right way. And like Bernardo, he's been a legend. He did it in a way that was respectable for everyone. So and I hope Rodri does something.
Fuck him if he doesn't. Fuck him.
And just going on from there, I just want to point out, I don't know if you've got onto it, Jake, but there's a travesty of Savinho. And
I can't believe they haven't got that over the line yet. It's a disgrace.
I know, exactly. They shouldn't.
Well, he's requested it now. He's requested to be transferred.
Jake, the most talented player at Man City, they would have sent him. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes there, but something needs to change there.
I mean, if Morgan Rogers is 117, I think Savinho deserves at least that from Tottenham.
Exactly.
It gotta be.
You think we wouldn't take that?
Yeah. Of course you would.
I think it's a travesty for Savinho. I don't know why he didn't play more, and he wants regular first team football, which he deserves with his. He doesn't even have to head the ball or anything. He's just stand still and whack it in. Trademark goal. I think he should trademark that goal.
I mean, I don't know what City are going to do without him in the team. I mean, it's
exactly. I think that's
a
just
huge hole.
Huge hole. It's like Haaland. Like you'll have Haaland leaving would have less of a impact than Savinho.
Okay, we're going a little far, but yeah, that's great.
I just wanted to see.
Even I'm like, whoa, okay.
This is just trying to tune it all out at the moment. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. But seriously, speaking of holes left in the squad, if Rodri does go to Madrid,
there's no hole.
I
mean, there's an impact. I'm not going to say hole. Not necessarily a hole, but.
I'm going to disagree for this reason. Because remember, I complained about once Nico Gonzalez started playing, he was playing just like him. We didn't miss a beat. Now, is he Rodri? No, but he's also 23. I mean, he's 7 years younger than him. You know what Rodri was when he was 23? Not Nico Gonzalez. How about that? Right? In addition to that, Kovacic is back. And then while he's not our sixth, he can help control the midfield. And then you have other guys that are in there. I mean, you got Gianni Reinders who's there. He's understanding the system. But the most important part, and which is why I'm okay with him going, is that it's a new coach. Why? Right. If I'm a new coach, hey, man, again, fuck him. If you don't want to be here, you can go. Because that means whatever I do, I'm going to put in place. And either you do it or you go. And the thing is now, and I haven't really looked because I've been busy today. And some people are saying this, and I think this is true as well. if Madrid is only offering 50, knowing the value of him and using the 1 year thing, looking at the price of other midfielders, I mean, if I'm Rodri, ain't I a little bit insulted? Ain't I a little bit insulted that you don't offer 50 and this is who you still twerking for? Go ahead, man. You got it.
No, I think with Rodri, I just hope he works out for both sides. Really, I think he does. When I go back, I think he will have an impact. I'm not saying he won't have. You could see the difference when, like Spain, and the times when he was fully fit and back up to speed, you could see the difference between City's play and even the Spanish national team compared to when he's not there. So I'm not saying there's going to be a big drop off in Premier League performances, because Nico did a good job. I do agree with
we played just like he wasn't there
with Nez on that score. But when he's fully fit, firing, he's to me personally, I think he's a different level to Nico. He's just a little bit stepping.
He's sturdy. Of course, physically Nico's the same.
And Rodri does.
It's the brain. I'm gonna give him that, but fuck him if he don't want to be there. But
he pops up with important goals as well. I think that a lot of the time.
But that's, I mean, Nico had an important goal last year. Like, I mean, again,
what has he said?
Huh?
What has he said? Go ahead.
Rodri came in at 24, and he was shit. He was shit his first season. Go back and look, because Fernandinho, he was deputizing Fernandinho. He was awful.
I'm just saying it takes a little bit of time to get to. I'm not saying.
I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is that we are going to be
a bit of a drop off. That's what I'm saying.
But here's my thing: we already assume City is not going to be as good because Pep is not there. So go ahead and just wash it all. Just send them away. If we're starting over anyways, fuck them. Let them go. Because why stay there with the manager to abandon the manager? Just leave.
Well, you mentioned it a second ago. What has he actually said is his motivation to go to Madrid? Besides,
I don't know.
Besides it being like Real Madrid.
Like, stop it, man. Stop.
Because, I mean,
never stop that. Come on,
you've won everything.
There's nothing left.
There isn't anything left.
Your legend, and let's be honest, we're being 1,000% honest. Say he goes to Madrid and wins the Champions League. Does the legend of who he is grow greater than what it is now? No. There's nothing like career-wise he's going to get. Jose Mourinho will be there max 3 years. What?
So conversely, what would you say? What would you say is would be the motivation, or if any, to stay?
Well, I mean, the motivation to stay is one City that, we already know City's is willing to break the bank for him, so he's going to get paid more money there.
Sure.
And he's literally a club legend. Like, if he stays, if he said, hey, you know that, because he can come out, sign a new contract, and say, hey, all that was fake. He can do that. Sure. And City supporters, and he signed a 4-year deal or something like that. City supporters will believe it. And if he leaves in 4 years and says, hey, you know what, I want to go to Madrid, no one would give a shit. If we won one more league with him in the team, that's cool. If we don't ever win another Premier League with him in the team, if he stayed for 4 more years, he'd be a fucking hero. He'd be legend. What he would get at City wouldn't even compare at Madrid. There's nothing.
He'd just be another name at Madrid.
Gareth Bale went there and was absolutely amazing there. Amazing. And what's the legend of Gareth Bale at Madrid? Please help me know. Because I remember the amazing run he made against Barcelona.
JT knows what I'm talking about.
I was teaching a professional learning conference today. I taught a class. I can share it with y'all if y'all want to. Awesome.
I was like,
but,
I let
even though, you know the funny thing, Jake, is people say.
Is he saying you're drunk? Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. I don't know. But here's the funny thing, Jake. If you remember when I first started on the show, I would come on right after I came off of work. So I always had a shirt and tie on.
Yeah.
So I would be on the show with a shirt and tie. It was like regular. And then I just was like, hey, I'm just in a t-shirt. And I just stick with my t-shirt. Right. But literally, it has to be, there's something else going on behind the scenes for him to want to do this. Because the bid is insulting. They literally had a campaign to undermine him. And there's nothing he can gain football-wise. Because here's the other thing. He's going to play for Jose Mourinho. You know what type of football he plays. Nah, man, not none of that.
Yeah, it's
You know what? Yes,
massively media money.
yes. I'm saying yes, JT, because I embrace that and I welcome that. And so soon as it starts to multiply more, watch for the Cup Chasers to be on your regular TVs. And we getting, what's the dude at ESPN that got 60 million recently? The dude with the backwards hat and the t-shirt. God, what's his name?
I don't know.
Football dude. Whoever the football dude is at ESPN, who they fired everybody for. I'm just using the thing. I'm not saying that's what happened. And they gave him and his team 60 million. That we'll do that at ESPN, and we'll actually have to do that.
Yeah, I'm in. ESPN, you heard it right here first.
You'll see Nez with a suit all the time.
Yeah, hey, I'll wear a suit even. There you go.
I will not wear a suit all the time.
If someone's giving me 60 million, I will wear a suit as long as they want. Anyway.
The Nez News Network is buying the Cup Chasers.
Hey, man, we ready. Hey, and see, JT, you'll be the first one on, so you'll be the first one to get all the new merch, so you can start supporters groups for us. We got you, man.
Yeah, hey.
We remember our people. Arun, whenever he jumps in, we'll make sure
Leuven as well, yeah. Leuven, hey,
we'll make sure the shirts we give him has the Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City badges on it. With the Man United one on the back of the shirt at the bottom.
Oh, by the way, have you guys already covered Vini?
We just started, man. We literally
that is an absolute. Segues are really, really weird. Asif, hit it. What do you think about the Vini saga?
I think it's, if you guys could get him, that's just a whole new level for you guys. And your left hand side was like an issue.
Zolis is looking decent in training.
Right. Anyway, going back to something that's actually in reality, Vini is like he's just an upgrade. Vini's not a guy who couldn't do it at Norwich, for example.
Or cold night in Stoke.
Yeah, or a cold night in Stoke. But yes, your new winger had a spell in England. If the guys didn't really know, he didn't do well, so he went back, and it's true. Gyökeres had the same thing, so I'm not knocking him for that.
Yeah, but Gyökeres does well everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he was at Coventry before he went to Sporting, and then he came back to England again. So
yeah,
is there some same set of trajectory as your new winger? But yeah, Vini is a total whole level signing for you guys. You guys are shit at sales.
Very much so. Very much so.
But
I think Sanchez for 35 million is the biggest sale we've ever made.
Yeah, probably your thing. Like compared to like Villa, or like a totally different level. I think
Villa's made money, man.
Remember that what I said in the chat, guys? Where like they signed Morgan Rogers and like 4 of them for like maybe 38, 39 million along those lines. And I
don't know about the Garnacho deal, but I hear you.
Yeah, well, if they're getting him for cheap and it's a loan, they did it to us again with Elliott. They did
it to Harvey Elliott. Yep.
They could send him back. So
the Ox, actually, not Alexis Sanchez. It's the Ox.
But yeah, I think Vini he's a whole different level. If you guys get him, yeah, he could be very key, because like if you got Saka on one wing and you got Vini on another, that's wow. Like even I'm as Liverpool supporter saying, wow, that's.
But you know the funny thing about the Vini thing is that you got news that comes back that he's just using Arsenal as a prop to get more money. I just like, come on, man. Everything that comes out of Madrid is Stacey.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. He could, but you did get Ozil from there when you did. So it's not like you haven't got.
They got the captain from there too.
Yeah, you haven't got history, but hopefully he's not using you for a new contract.
But he probably is.
He probably is. Yeah, I think he probably is as well. But
I think it's more a thing of convenience, more an opportunity. Okay, Arsenal shown interest, and now he's like, well, hey, he didn't expect that, but then he turns around and is like, hey, well, look at this.
Exactly. I think, but Vini, that's the kind of signing that you would need, especially on your left-hand side, for Arsenal. I think that was a weak point for you last season. So I would definitely try to improve upon that. And if you can get someone on the level of Vinny, wow, and you guys have been linked to Barcola as well. Hopefully you don't get him because he should be coming to Liverpool.
According to my, I did a little AI packet about transfers. According to that, Liverpool are in pole position for Barcola, but it's the whole thing.
I would love him to come to Liverpool. I think he would be a class high ceiling. So yeah, I that's the kind of knowing our luck, he'll do all the background, and he'll be like, oh no, I'm going somewhere else. But
yeah, but I think that I don't know if Vinny is. I wouldn't say using it. Like I said, I think it's opportunity, but why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? If it's there, why wouldn't he to try to get a bigger contract?
Yeah, but just comparing it to the Barcola thing. For example, Barcola doesn't really get a game at PSG as much as like Vinny plays quite consistently at Real Madrid. While, if you compare the both situations, which is why it would make sense to get but now they've got Diamande as well. So they have a surplus of well, they could be getting him if it's all things. So
but they've had surpluses of wingers for years, man.
Yeah, no, but then they need to get rid of one. Then if they've got
Rodrigo
as well,
they're according to the transfer wire, they're buying everyone.
It's not going to happen like that. But I think they.
That's not what I'm saying. I just said the transfer wire said they're buying everybody.
They're going to prioritize centre midfield. They need some more creativity in there. I know, like
Rodri doesn't fix that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but even then,
I'm just joking. I'm like
terrible. So I think.
Well, that's another thing because Tchouaméni might leave too.
Vitinha, Neves,
everybody's supposed
to of character. That's what they need.
Haven't they already bought like 6 players?
Yeah, but nothing for centre midfield. And
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about.
Konate was a free.
But those are 6 players. I'm talking about just new players. They got like
20 million because he was a cut price. Because he.
But I'm not talking about prices. I'm talking about transfers.
No, I'm just going through them. And then the third one was get back on that one.
But that doesn't mean that they're not going to keep continuing to do business. And for me, I mean, I think it's more encouraging the more players that they've bought, And, JT's got it right talking about we need to sell him the project if we are going to bring Vinny to the table. And I think that this is the route to go. I agree with JT. Is kind of sell him the whole, you'd be the best, you'd be the face of the league, you'd be able to win Ballon d'Or, and if you stay at Madrid, you got to battle with Mbappe. You got to battle with all the superstars coming in. Rodri's already won one himself. What if he goes to Madrid and has an absolute baller of a season? They win the Champions League, and so you're duking it out with Mbappe, with Rodri, like I say, who's already got one. I mean, it's a thought. It's something that we can, as far as from the Arsenal point of view.
Now,
for Vinny.
what I've seen recently, it doesn't look like that's going to Vinny is a no-go. Looking at the
that's also JT is on it as well, talking about all the smoke today. There's all kinds of stuff today.
So the transfers Madrid have 4 official transfers in.
Okay.
Cucurella's there, Dumfries is there.
Yep.
Still Bernardo and Konate. That's it. And so if you go rumors though.
Yeah, for the City.
Have you seen these rumors?
No.
This is brought to you by FootMob off my computer. FootMob sponsor us because information
Fulham are trying to do a deal for Gonzalo Garcia. I think that would be a great one. But they're not. They're trying to get a buyback option, Real Madrid. So if he does well, they can basically sign him back.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I'm hoping. Diamande isn't even there either, and I want to get onto this as well, the Fabrizio versus Homeboy stuff, because that was awesome.
But real quick, let me give you the last
before we get there.
Ones, the last 4 Madrid rumors. Olise, July 16th.
Yep.
Ferran Torres from Barcelona.
No way.
July 23rd. Today is the 29th. Diamande yesterday, and Rodri today.
See, that's what I'm saying. Even when we were talking about Rodri, our conversation kind of devolved into coming from all kinds of different directions. So I think if that's the first domino, I think it could be a whole lot of craziness going on in the market.
So to add to what, because you asked Asif about the thing, and I was thinking about it while I was looking. That's the other thing you brought up, an honest point that's also super important. So if Rodri ever wants to win the Ballon d'Or again, he can't do it in that team. Your opponents are in your team.
Yep.
Mbappe and everyone else.
Yeah.
The main
candidates. The main
candidates.
Have
fun over there, man. Good luck.
For sure. But
I don't care.
Yeah, man. I think that the biggest thing that I'd like to speak on as far as Premier League teams as a whole, Asif, man, you guys are in trouble. I looked at the actual full list of the squad today. Woof.
Like, I'm going to say this now. I called it before when I said Gomez is going to end up in the hospital.
Yep, you did call that. You absolutely called that.
And I said you might as well have him and Isak have their beds or at Liverpool hospital at standby, because that's what's going to happen. And then he did. As soon as that glass leg came on the field. Yeah, so I'm sure we're going to sign some players. Obviously, they've probably, but like I said, it didn't help that our sporting director really left at the beginning of the transfer. So obviously, we're playing a little catch-up there.
What did he leave for?
So nasty. That's just dirty.
That's just maximum damage, Jake. That
what
did
he
do it
for?
At that time?
Why did he leave?
The worst time to do it.
Have you found out, Asif? Because I don't know either.
No, they haven't really. Yeah, they haven't really reported on the why. But yeah, I think we need more players. Basically, we need a whole lot more players. We don't need just.
Well, the funny thing is, so does that mean it's not Slot's fault?
He was there at the time. Nez.
No. That's not what I asked him. So does that mean last season wasn't his fault?
Yes, it was his fault. It was mostly his fault.
Just asking.
And I'm just saying, let's get this out of the way. Yes, it was his fault.
I'm just asking.
As you said before, as I'm quoting you now, the buck stops with the manager.
No, for sure it does. Even though he has a board.
No, fuck that ball, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Don't even bring his name up.
No, man. Nah, you can't do that.
So, yeah, anyway. Finally on from that person. Anyway. We're doing, I think, we need to get some signings in. Hopefully we'll do so. There's still time, obviously. Sometimes it's a slow burner. Sometimes it can happen where you get 2-3 at a time.
So Barcola seems to be the main target, right?
I would love him. I would love him at Liverpool. I think he's a kind of sort of profile of player we should be. And he's not glass, if you know what I mean. Well, not in the French league, or never heard of him getting so. Also we need more bodies, basically. Your centre-back partnership looks like it's gonna look like the average couple.
People are gonna buy some.
Oh no.
JT, who do you support again, by the way?
He's an Arsenal fan.
He's an Arsenal fan. Well, without Saliba, that might be one of your.
See, he's not denying it. He's just saying, you guys too.
Yeah, be faithful. So are you.
No, but he's got a point though. It's looking like I don't think I've ever seen Jacquet play at all. And he's right now as your start would be the starter, right?
Look, listen, it's an upgrade. I've told you before. I've said this from last season. It's an upgrade to Konaté. I've said it plenty.
So why did Madrid go after him?
People rewind the pods if you think I'm talking. If I'm talking shit, basically.
Should I go back to the F that ball get comments?
How many times the guys are lying?
It's a different ball.
So, okay, I'm glad he's gone. 400K a week for that guy. Man, yeah, exactly. Yeah. No.
Tell me how you really feel.
He's not worth 4K, never mind 400K. Anyway,
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm the same. I would definitely take, like, you would take both Hincapié and Mascara in a heartbeat.
If he can keep his pants on, maybe yes. But
No, you're definitely taking Hincapié and Mascara next to Van Dijk
and I'm
over
not gonna
anyone
lie.
that
I'm
you've
not gonna
got right
lie,
now.
yeah. But I think with Saliba gone, he's gonna cut, and it's gonna cause problems. I do think so. The guy's so accomplished.
Not as many problems as you're gonna have.
Yeah, we're fucked. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I haven't said that we're not, Jake. Don't please do not think I'm not saying whatever. I'm going over the whole thing. We need a new midfielder. We need a new winger, a left winger. We need another defender. Yeah. So we've got Conor Bradley coming back, so we should, and Frimpong should be there. So we're more or less okay on the right hand side.
Okay.
We need another left back as well, I think. So yeah.
Wait. Frimpong currently is who starts at the right winger position?
No, I mean right back.
Okay. Go on.
We've got Rio and we've got Munoz on the right.
Okay, yeah.
So
what's up, Ali? Hope you're well.
On the left, we can have, if we have a Barcola. That's an upgrade to Gakpo.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not saying no, Ali. Rewind what I've just said 5 minutes ago. You'll understand. Going back, yeah, we're fucked basically unless we get some couple of good players in.
Is Xhaka really that young? I didn't know. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
need to sign
he's very
somebody
rated. He's very high. He reminds me of Saliba before he came to,
like when he was on loan or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's a good signing for the future as well. I'm just not sure how he's gonna do this season. I just hope he might have he might do a Vidic, have a shit 6 months, and then go on from there. It just depends.
Well, you definitely need somebody to cover for Van Dijk. I mean, he had a good season.
Don't be cussing Chelsea out like that. Don't be cussing Chelsea out.
Hey, we're gonna get to this. We're definitely gonna get to this. Don't you worry.
The old man brigade, they are coming in. They'll be coming into Chelsea with the Zimmer frames. Him.
Oh my goodness!
But who else have they buying? Talking about Zimmer frames, Welbeck, him,
Danny Welbeck. Yeah, these guys are my age.
Yeah. So as long as you don't have any boards that Henderson can trip over, you might be okay. Anyway.
But do you think that Liverpool should maybe be prioritizing? Because like JT has a different opinion even than me. Like that center back is looking dicey. Like I know Jaquette has got potential, as you say, but I think like where should the priority be? I mean, I know because you have Isak, you have Ekitike, even though he's going to be out for like 6 months still or whatever. You have some attacking power, but like it's real threadbare back there in defense, and JT thinks it's in the midfield.
We got Leone back. People have not talked about him, but he looks.
This is true as well. You've said this before, Asif, that Isak's already got that bed waiting for him at the hospital.
Yeah, I've already said it, JT. That guy's he's glass. So
this is what I'm saying to you right now.
Yeah, I know, and
well, I'm just, you know what JT said? No banter on, sir. That literally makes your league chances better. Amen. And you know what? Asif is my boy. Jake is my boy. If their team sucked this year, fuck them. Because I don't care, man. I don't care.
No, this is what I said. And I go back to this before. I mean, looking at Arsenal's absences and what they've got and what they have, Saka with the injury, Saliba as well. I'm not saying as bad as us, but they've got some holes in there. While these cunts basically have a bit of a more clear run at to get off a start. If you look at it,
yes,
that's because That's because he was trying to. That's
I'm
why
trying to
Savinho
send his
doesn't wanna
ass
go.
on, man.
No, this is why Savinho doesn't want to go, because he saw Des and he was like, no, Des, after seeing you, I've been so motivated. I want to stay at Man
He
City.
requested a transfer. What are you talking about? He requested the transfer.
How awesome that literally every new person that's come to the stream has commented on Nez.
You know the crazy again, Jake. Nobody. When you first started, when I first came on with you,
Including Asif.
I wore a shirt and tie. Like literally at the end one, like if you go back and look, hey, y'all go back and look, watch the Cup Chasers, and you'll see I had like one of the avatars or whatever.
By the way,
in a shirt and tie.
I love the color of your tie. I did not know.
Oh, I coordinate, sir. I don't play around when it comes to bow ties.
That's what I was gonna say, man. I thought you were representing something, but I'm not gonna say what. But yeah.
Oh no, it's not a rainbow. I mean, it kind of is a rainbow, but it's not a rainbow.
yeah, there you go. Okay. Don't really mind it. We played at least half a season without a complete center up pressure. It's another Wednesday for us. We can manage. See, yeah, I mean, again, I think Arsenal are far more equipped. I think
you're in a better position than us. I think we're fucked, and I'm not gonna lie. At this moment in time, we're fucked, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or say anything like, oh yeah, I think we're fucked. We haven't got a sporting director. We just got a new manager in just now. We've got Dick in our squad.
Hey, a question to see, because I don't know the timeline. Did the sporting director that left hire the new manager, or did somebody else hire him?
No, I think he was hired after he left.
Wait a minute.
Let me just double check.
Wait a minute. And the reason my question is relevant is because if the sport director hired the manager and then he bailed on him, something is going on behind the scenes. But if they hired the manager and didn't have a sporting director, what are you doing? So both of them are giant ass flags.
Yeah, and thus Liverpool are left in this absolutely dire situation.
And I'm okay with that.
When it comes to the transfers.
They play Wrexham next week, Wednesday. Now, remember, there was a joke about Wrexham beating Man United. And I just want you to know, and the only reason I know is because they're playing at Yankee Stadium, and I can get tickets to the game, but I'm not going to go because I don't want to be there because I supported the Chief making fun of a ruining Man United. I cannot then be on here and not do the same thing back if it happens. I can't.
Anyway, don't be fixing me, Des.
I'm not. That's why I'm not going.
Oh, we might have to do a watch along for Wrexham Liverpool because Newcastle got beat 4-1 by Bristol today.
Asif, sir, this might be on the cards, my man. Is that Yankee Stadium?
No. It was after. Yeah, he left. Michael Edwards left. After.
So he hired him.
Yeah. No, it was Richard Hughes who hired him.
Who was that?
Okay.
The
he's like the manager of football
Michael
operations or something like that.
Why is he not the sport director then?
No. Michael Edwards was the executive officer of FSG. He had like a bump.
So he made the hire and didn't hire the dude to get to buy the players.
No. He was basically Richard Hughes' boss, the one who hired Iriola. He's his boss. So there's like So,
but you still don't have a sporting director.
Richard Hughes and then Edwards. Edwards is over there.
So his deputy hired him.
So what do you got? Todd Bowley in there running transfers? Like what's going on?
What are we doing?
Who's running transfers?
You
don't even know.
It'd probably be Richard Hughes.
Why would you hire a man? Hey man, I'm being 1,000% honest. If I was a manager and you hired me and I don't have a sporting director, I might quit.
No.
Because what are you doing?
There. His boss is not there anymore. Does that make sense?
Well, it does, but it sounds like that.
But it sounds like that guy's running the transfers now.
Director. His boss was Michael Edwards, who's the chief.
I understand what you're saying, but we're making it a deal that like him not being there matters, right?
Yeah, obviously it matters because he's like the data analyst guy.
And so
previously,
so you're buying players without someone
JT,
analyzing what? But again,
Wait,
Why
Richard
would you
Hughes wants to
hire a
leave as well?
manager?
Well, he's been linked with going as well, apparently.
Who?
It's a disaster.
What did it?
This
Hey, man,
sporting
there's no way I'm a manager and I take that job, man. There's no. Hey, man, I'm gonna go back to a question I asked maybe 5 minutes ago.
Oh my God.
Are we sure we want to blame Slot? Is it really Slot's fault? Because this don't sound like Slot no more. Sir, this sounds like an absolute train wreck.
I have no.
Oh my God.
I have no issue. I don't think about this, so I'm not even going to say anything.
Sir,
That is
what
an
the hell are they
absolute.
doing?
That's an absolute shit show. I didn't know it was that bad.
What are they doing?
It's
Hey,
a
man.
shit show, but I didn't know about it till obviously this summer, so I don't know.
Hold on a second, because we just made fun, and I saw somebody say something about Arun, and we shouldn't make fun of Arun when you know, if a Man United for Arun ain't here. Yeah, there we go. We got to make, but sir, as much as we make fun of Arun, I hate to be this guy, and you know I don't support the red side of Manchester. You know the trash that they are. Hey man, I'm gonna say something that don't even make sense coming out of my brain or mouth.
No, don't say.
Man United is better run than Liverpool.
Oh.
What are we looking at?
Oh no.
Nez, look.
Like the Glazers are doing a better job.
Let me put it this way.
You know, maybe.
Let me.
Arun in the building.
Arun.
Yes. Perfect timing. What timing?
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Now do it, yeah. Shit.
Let's go.
Anyway.
Yes.
Arun, I just want to say this real quick because you didn't hear it. Wrexham plays Liverpool next Wednesday. We might be coming back to this one.
And I might be ill. I might not be here today.
What?
If people get done over, I might be ill for that pod.
Oh my God. He's already busy. He's got something on the calendar.
Hey man, I'm being honest, man. The Glazers and United are better run
actually, Jake,
than Liverpool.
I've maybe Nez knows, but it is my birthday. So yes, I have an excuse.
Well, the day you play Wrexham? Is it really? Yeah. Okay. So right in there, where he's just gonna say it is, and we're gonna go with it.
Yeah,
No.
I'm just saying it. Just let me. So when is this day? I'm checking this now. Now
You're checking when your own birthday is?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. No, we're playing Monaco on my birthday. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you might lose that too.
I know we're playing someone on.
You're killing me, man.
Wrexham game is tomorrow, Nez.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Oh, even better. Even better.
No, bro.
And we're playing. And
Wow, bro. Hey,
no,
bro. Next Wednesday might be rough, man.
No, we're playing Leeds on Sunday. That's like a home, like my.
Oh no, they play tonight. Wrexham plays Liverpool tonight.
Wait, that's right now. They
play at 7:30. It says Wednesday, July 29th at 7:30. That's tonight.
Tomorrow for me, but in
hours, yeah. But they play tonight.
Oh wow.
Oh, well, I'm watching that. I
might have to watch that.
I'm watching the game now.
Yeah, they do need a crisis manager. That's for sure.
Hey,
is it big? Oh my goodness!
You want to see the lineup? They got the lineup out. I think that all of the preview lineup. You want the preview lineup for Liverpool?
Yes, please.
In the goal. And what's his name? Mama Daris? What is his name?
I'll see if I want to hear you say it.
What's the man's name?
I even say that name. Fuck that.
Georgie, hold on. Now
Marmadashvili. Marmadashvili, yeah. So Marmadashvili's going to start in the goal. It's going to be back. It's going to be a fun watch, Ali. That's for sure.
Your starting left back is Simkis. The center half is Endai.
Simicas.
I didn't know Simicats was still there.
That's what it says.
Come back from
Gomez is your other starting center back. Frimpong is your right back. Your two midfielders, McConnell and Jones. Your left winger, I don't know how to say it. Guma? Is it
It's
Nguma?
Rio. That's Rio.
Oh, it's Rio.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I can't see his pictures. I'm just seeing like the names.
Right.
Then you got Elliott,
Harvey
Oh,
Elliott
Harvey.
back at the carpet.
and then you got Morrison. I don't know who that is at all. And then
Oh, no.
Wright, who was Wright? Will Wright. Liverpool's U21 is starting at the striker.
Oh no, see if that's not looking good.
And
No,
Wrexham
I think
is running there starting 11.
We're not Man United. I think we'll pull it out.
Yeah,
Allison wants to leave as well.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw that he wanted
Yeah.
to leave.
just fold the club. Just fold it. Just wrap up.
Bro.
Just wrap it up. Just wrap it up, bro. It's
Bro, hey, Ali said, "Is it a hate watch?" No, it's not a hate watch. Hey, because it's a trauma watch. Because hey, man, if they win, when we come back here next Wednesday, make sure you win, bro.
Rune, look
Bro,
out. Look
we'll
out.
be waiting for you. See if you might want to be sick on that one. Because hey, man, you can't you can't clown him on a
Listen,
Wrexham.
I take it. Nez, even if we lose, I'll take it, and I'll come on the pod anyway, and I'll take it like a man, as I always do.
Wrexham.
I don't know. Wrexham is Wrexham. I don't know,
And if
man.
if we win, I'm gonna be like this to every single one of you.
No, you can't win. You can't win because if you do, it's only Wrexham. It's only Wrexham.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Calm down. It's only Wrexham.
You guys are like charging at me.
Ooh.
I'll be like,
Shots fired out the rip here.
Shots fired.
no, Jake. No, you can't just downplay it now after you giving me.
No, see, look at this. Look at what
the
Arun
comment,
says.
man. Arun is coming
Next
for you,
season,
man.
Where we finish, Liverpool finishes the season double that position.
Yeah, I can see it. They're second. You're fourth.
He's talking heavy trash right now.
They're third. You're sixth. Woo! Yeah, Arun's already. He's there. He's in the live stream. He's there.
But like I say, if we
He's
win,
already there.
I'm gonna be insufferable for all of you as well.
Hey, man. All I know is I didn't know they was playing Wrexham.
I don't give a shit if it's Wrexham. I will be celebrating that as it's the fucking Champions League.
Oh my god! He's gonna be blowing up the chat. He'll be blowing up the chat at 3 in the morning.
better
He
win.
smashed him.
I don't give a shit. If people are coming at me, I'll be celebrating that win. I don't give a shit if it is against Wrexham or if it's against PSG. If mans are coming at me, yes.
Man.
Oh, he doesn't care.
I don't know. Yo!
Aaron, let's put it this way, yeah. Even if we lose, we're just basically the same as you anyway. So I want to take you.
Season 8 even started yet. Yeah, man, that's the Cup Chasers. We're ready. We're already ready.
We told you, even though we'll get to the FIFA thing in a second, we told you, soon as the World Cup was over, we was back on it.
We're back. Yeah.
Back on it.
And anyway, like I say, it is what it is. It's a shit show. I'll be the first to admit it. Hopefully, we get our stuff in line before the season starts. Hopefully, that's all he can really. Yeah.
Oh yeah, God.
That's why you got to ask the question. Really, is it on slot? Because what is going on?
For real. Because the more that comes out, the more it's like, I don't know.
But dude, it hadn't been. It's 45 days, man. It hadn't even been 2 months.
There's first of all, let me put it. Why are you
flustered.
cooking me with that rape?
I'm not cooking you. I'm trying to figure out what the hell. I didn't know until just now what the hell.
We didn't know it was this crazy.
I was ready to bag on United. You know I'm with you on that. When we went at it for Wrexham, and then we found out that Liverpool is literally run by a monkey in Homer Simpson's brain or something, where he's just doing the symbols like this. That's what's happening.
Ali,
and why would the manager take that job?
I swear I did not label this segment Asif gets cooked. That was not the intention.
And you know what? It's Hey, Asif had every right tonight not like Slot. I'm not going back on that one. He had every right to feel that. But now that the skirt is getting lifted up,
like I say,
we wondering what the hell is going on.
If Iriola, like JT, I agree with JT. If Iriola does, even with all this upheaval, and he starts getting results, that's going to show he's then you can say, then I'm going to go back to
be the fucking sport director.
I'm going to say, fuck all of you, I would right. Stop.
He needs to be the sport director if that's the case. Just hire him.
Oh man, Asif, are you going to be more annoying than the whole Arsenal fan base if you guys have a decent season?
No. No one's more annoying than the Arsenal fan base. Let's put it this way. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's get real. Let's get real. Some of them will keep comparing. Pele wouldn't get into our fucking
Yes, yeah. Anything to take the spotlight off of Slot's bald head.
You guys,
like low key, man.
I'm gonna. You guys, your fans make Arun look normal, and that's saying something.
Damn, bro. Damn. Why is your room coming at you, dude? Like, what the hell is?
Why you gotta think about my internet quality? You with your. Like I say, I don't know what you on about. What you got to think about internet quality, but
that's lighting. That's not quality. Because like my lighting sucks.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Right now. It's just getting crazy. Yeah, the dinner ladies are now running Liverpool. Is what it looks like for sure. Richard Hughes is having issues with it.
Hey man, I didn't know this was going on.
Me neither. I didn't know it was that crazy. I absolutely didn't.
No, you have every reason to be angry, sir. You have every reason to be angry at the Liverpool board and whatever the hell it is that FSG, whatever these people are.
At least we're not fighting dinner ladies at the moment. Let's put it that way, yeah. Anyway,
yeah, that's good.
At least he hasn't gone that bad. At least he hasn't gone that bad. So,
hey man, well, I'm walking on wood and hoping, hey man, I'm not hoping it gets better, but God, this is terrible.
I'm not hoping it gets better at all. Yeah, of course not. Of course not.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all love, man.
That's half the reason we're here.
Hey, that's the fun, right?
That's half the reason we're here. But oh my God, segues are weird. So I've been thinking about how a lot of people react to transfer news and how we're ranking journalists, and how some of the times journalists are talking to the owners, or they're talking to this players people, or they're talking to this person at the club, and then us as fans are getting snippets of that conversation.
Is it the room? Is it the feng shui, Ali?
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's absolutely gotta be. But and so like Fabrizio, he runs the socials. He's the guy. David Ornstein, they're the guy, like the most trusted of the journalists. And I want to come at this kind of from ask you two different questions. Let's start with when a transfer story is leaked, who do you guys think is the first kind of person to benefit from that when that comes out, even when there's nothing going on? Like, for example, the story leaked that Arsenal are talking to Bruno G's people, but then a contradicting story came out, and so when a transfer story is leaked, who at the core of it really benefits when something that's not solid kind of gets to the press before and then gets all over Twitter, and then we're having these conversations on YouTube, and it sometimes gets a life of its own.
Like I say, it's the players. They use that for new contracts, for whatever. It's usually the player that benefits from any of these rumors.
And see, this is part of my thing. Like Indy Kalia, whatever you say that guy's name, is a terrible source.
Easy. Hope you're doing well.
Is a terrible source, Yeah, big up, Arun. Yeah, big up, man. No worries, dude. It's all love. It's all love, man. Good luck with your record.
Hey, man, these jokes, man. Nobody taking none of this personal.
For sure. and see, this is also Fabrizio's not infallible either, right? And so,
couple of them.
And honestly, that was kind of where I was going with this whole discussion was, Fabrizio kind of got upset with the other guy, Palantino, whatever his name was, and that was all over Twitter as well. And so, what I kind of agree. Like when you look at the Vini situation, people are saying, "Oh, it got leaked that he doesn't, he definitely wants to sign a new contract." But beforehand, people were saying, "Oh, well, he's using Arsenal's interest to get a new deal, a better deal." But we wouldn't even know about any of that if the stories aren't coming out all over Twitter, fake journos, real journos, you know what I'm saying? So, and see, yeah, some people don't trust Fabrizio, some people don't trust Ornstein, or some people do. And that's my whole point, is like, it's got this whole ecosystem of information. And as fans, we're kind of like, what do we believe?
Well, here's my take on that, because like, and the example you used, I mean, I follow the NBA because I was a basketball fan before I fell in love with football. I love basketball too, but in basketball they had the Woj bombs and Shams, right? And then Woj retired because he had cancer, and he beat it, but and now Shams is the only one and now what these guys are essentially doing is then you create a vacuum, because that person always has to have competition. And that competition leads you to get inside, and gets you clout somewhere. So you're getting money somewhere, you're getting paid somewhere, you're getting exclusive, and they're trying to monetize everything. And so then if your whole premise is I need clicks to feel important, then you curate what you can and go from there, right? And so the thing that comes a huge issue. What happened with Ornstein? What?
No, check that out, Alice.
Hey, there you go. It's cool. And so I look at that and I say, the sad part about it is, because I think you guys remember when I said this, like they were talking about some transfer or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I don't believe it until I see the team release it. Because here's the thing that really matters to me. And I'm being honest, man. The only transfer news you can trust is the one that comes from the team. And because that's the case, what it does, and I understand the reporters are doing that, but then the agents are encouraging it, is it sows discord between the team and the players. I've heard pro athletes say, "Hey man, I heard you were getting sold," and the dude was like, "What?" And now they're going to the management for stuff, and I'm like, "Yo, like, obviously they're creating it for a reason." But then now what happens is you got people who probably leak stuff just to do it. Like, for example, if in my life, like if Asif had a chance to work at Liverpool, or Jake had a chance to work at Arsenal, or I had a chance to work at City, we would take those opportunities, and we would know people because we know other people who like football, and we're not calling them out, but we would see like people who do stuff like this. So, for example, over in Australia, or anybody on the other podcast you're a part of, Jake, or even like your brother Asif, where we might mention something to them in passing, and they might tell a friend, right? And now all of a sudden becomes a thing, and now people are like, "Yo, well, I can sensationalize it because now they're not reporting exactly what you say, so it's harder to connect it to you. But now this person has become making clout and making money off of you because they getting third person stuff, and it's really awesome because I prefer to see the club announcements because they curate the things. It's fun. And I think what it does is it creates the true synergy, right? And I just think it's crazy. And so I disagree with this stuff. I actually have stopped looking at it because the only thing that's really following is I follow news sources talking about the FIFA stuff, which again we'll get to. And so I've really moved away from it because they're essentially gossiping. And I don't think anything is wrong with gossiping per se, because that's how information spreads. But this is something that people have long attributed to being feminine, right? And so now you're doing this thing where these masculine people are doing feminine things, and now they're arguing on the internet. And like, are they 12? This is super juvenile.
I'm sorry. When you say that.
What happened? What I said? Did I curse? What I said? I mean, I know I cursed early, but what I said?
No. When you say masculine people doing feminine things,
I didn't mean it like that, man. No, I didn't mean it like that, man.
Oh my goodness.
I don't care about gender stuff. But yeah, man. And Jay, the Cup Chasers has a Twitter, right?
Yeah, that's what I sent out right here. Yeah. All right.
It is. It's very hard to get away from the gossip, so you just have to choose not to see it. And I'll wait until I see it. Like, for example, when the Elliot Anderson thing came out, right? I didn't believe it until City said something. Because why would I believe it? And then they signed Kuznetsov to a new deal. Like, literally, a City has signed every player that they have because they don't really have this huge thing of bringing in guys. And it kind of is what it is, but we have to find a way to get away from the gossip. And the reason, Ali, I'm saying this is because if we keep letting the internet narrative control everything, when we talk about what FIFA is proposing to do, or not even FIFA, Infantino is proposing to do, then we're fucked, period. Like, then we might as well just give up.
Getting onto that, I don't know if that's the next thing you're talking about, Jake.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of.
Oh well, JT says he has the perfect segue. What's JT got?
Go on then, JT. I'm
looking for it. I'm looking for it right now.
I'm good with segues.
Unfortunately, I haven't found it yet. I'll pop that up when I find it. But yeah, I mean, do you think that
First of all, Jake, just going back on that point, I don't know if you.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck Infantino, the ball-headed prick. That's another.
We're gonna get to that at the end. Yeah, hold that thought. We're gonna get to that. At the end. I wanted to expand a little bit on.
But we can make sure you say it again, Asif. Say it again with the same emphasis.
Make sure you say that when we get there. Yeah.
Is it just ball? And I don't mean to be thing. The two bane of my existence at the moment is fucking Slot, who's a ball-headed prick, and there's another one who's also a ball-headed prick called Infantino. I don't know if it's just is karma, that ball-headed prick's pissing me off, but yeah. Anyway,
yeah, I hear that for sure. Do you think that agents are say it 100 times? Do you think that like agents are necessarily like dropping? Because I know you said sometimes some people might say something offhanded, but do you think agents are weaponizing these bombas?
Yeah.
So agents will tell journalists, "Hey, there's this and there's this," and then the journals go and drop it online. And do you think that is like, for example, can Fabrizio
look at him?
Can he affect the deal? Can what he says change things in a deal?
Yeah, because if you look at, I'm just saying, look at the timeline of Diamande, for example, linked with us, linked to PSG, now linked to Real Madrid. It's for me, I don't. Yeah, why is he being linked to 3 separate clubs when not all at the same time saying, oh, it's a race or nothing like that. It's just more like, okay, yeah, he's more closer to signing for this team. Now he's more closer to signing to this team. I personally just think it's games.
Yeah.
Because usually, I don't know about in times past, it would be, okay, these kind of clubs are in the race for this player. Whoever's going to come out or he prefers this one, let's see what happens. And then someone will actually win the race. And that's how it used to work. Now it's like 1 week is being linked to this one, next week is being linked. I think it's stupid, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you think that some of the stuff from the journalist is becoming, because Ollie mentioned it, or someone mentioned it earlier, that Fabrizio's kind of becoming a content creator? It was JT. Do you think more and more of the information is becoming content and designed to kind of keep the fans
because that
clicking stuff?
That's like now like a tagline for him now. I do agree. He's starting to sound more like a content creator. He's jumping the gun on a lot of transfer news just to be the first person to break it. I do agree with that. And then like the Italian job, he was like, oh, Maldini's going to come in here, and then he'll be like, oh, no.
Oh, that was a train wreck too, man.
Yeah, that was. Then he's like, oh, no, this is what's happened now, 10 days. If they don't get, what's his name, the other manager in they're going to be gone. Half the time, he just sounds absolutely freaking stupid. Yeah, and, but yeah, I thought.
He's got a show now.
Yeah,
this is what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think, and I think they're both hungry for. It wouldn't bother. It wouldn't surprise me if they both just did it for more likes and more people getting like no publicity is bad publicity in the world, so they could be.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thing about when the Vinny thing first dropped. It was from Ornstein, and so everybody got all excited. And he said Arsenal are exploring a move. It's been like 4 days or whatever. And my YouTube feed, my TikTok, my Instagram, Twitter, it's just all been Vinny to Arsenal, Vinny to Arsenal, Vinny to Arsenal. See, this is interesting as well. I think that Romano might be going down the content, and Ornstein is just trying to survive as a journalist in what's becoming a pretty crazy transfer world.
I do know a few journalists. Jake.
No way! I gotta find that. That's hilarious.
Did you read that and see that?
Yes, that's the same one I sent you. Remember?
I don't know. Did you send that?
You sent that?
I sent it in the chat.
If that's in the chat, yeah. I'm gonna find that right quick.
I sent them. They're both. Is it 2 or 3 of them coming in with in one of those handicapped?
Yes, that is amazing. That's so funny.
Y'all crazy, man.
And
but yeah, just to cap it off, I do think that like a lot of us fans overreact.
I've got some
knowledge
because I've got a brother who's a journalist, and I know a lot of them sensationalize things just for the views, and a lot of them have so-called Twitter beefs just to get more interest and more. So
do you think that was staged between Fabrizio and what's his face?
It could be, yeah, and I certainly think so. It could be. It's because they know each other, and they haven't denied knowing each other.
He came out and gave an apology. Romano did an apology video on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's why I'm about to unfollow all of them, man, because that's stupid, man.
Because I know a lot of them, like a lot of journalists, especially in the UK, they're not trusted. None of them, I
tend to agree with it. I tend to agree with this.
So we can't trust AI, and we can't trust journalists.
The only journalists who certain players or certain clubs work with are ones they know to be reputable. Because a lot of them are not. They'll be like, oh yeah, and then next thing you know, they're like, nah, screw you, and they'll put a sensationalist headline afterwards. So yeah.
What's up, Charles, in the building? Hope you're well. Fans know Ornstein see Romano through Romano. Okay, yeah. Ornstein goes way back. Sure, fair enough.
So I'm gonna give you one right here.
That's fair enough. Yeah, sure.
Let me give you one that I just saw after Asif. Go ahead, Asif.
But I just going back to like Henderson and Welbeck and the Dad's Army Brigade. I don't know if you understand that that one. I don't think Jake understood that one, but I don't think did. But going back to that, I think they do need experience in that dressing room. I said that last season as well in regards to Chelsea. They might have had a bit too much experience in that in that dressing room, but I think. I think it would be Henderson is a very good cheerleader, JT. Yes, he showed that.
No, he's not even good at that. He got a yellow card cheerleading.
How is someone tell me how this is any different than what happened with England?
The man is a good clown. I mean, like the amount of laughs that he gave out to the squad, that was just It
was a 7-game tournament.
Exactly. And they would have been laughing all that week when he broke his arm. All the jokes would have been on him, and that would have been good for banter at least.
But he's supposed to be the leader.
Yeah.
Someone explain to me how it's different than this past month. Like how it's any different than the dynamic that he had for England.
It's not.
Who
was he? He was supposed to be the Jude whisperer. Who is he supposed to be whispering into in this new team? The Enzo? Hey man, don't be so racist. Just be a little bit racist. Is that what he's gonna do? Like, what are we talking about, man? What?
Yeah, I don't get this one. JT's right. I think people are putting them together because they're of their age. I think that you objectively can separate them because Welbeck is an improvement on their
I
squad.
think Welbeck, I think he's probably the one out of the lot who's going to get.
Well, I didn't pair him. I'm talking about him.
Well, everybody's pairing them. Let's just get that part out of the way. Welbeck, I think that's actually a good signing for them. I think he's immediately number 2, immediately right behind João Pedro in the pecking order.
Someone like say Delap in the team as well.
He needs it.
Hey, well, let me share a news thing that I just saw, man. Because I've been busy, so I follow City Extra, right? They follow the journals, and so ESPN. This is ESPN UK. An actual news source puts out Jack Grealish and Calvin Phillips have been left out of Man City's preseason traveling squad to Asia, which is true because they released the squad. He's not in the team, and Calvin Phillips is not in. Now we all know they're selling Calvin Phillips, but there was reports that Grealish was working his way back in, and so it says Grealish haven't played since January and February respectively. Jack Grealish went on the ESPN UK and said, just to let you know, I'm still recovering from an injury, so I'm not training yet. Haven't been left out, so stop talking poo-poo. Like, this is why, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, the player has to go on there. So they're showing discord. Jack Grealish is clearly trying to get back in the team, and their answer is, because we don't see him, let's not do any journalistic integrity and check our sources because that's the process. Let's just report this. Let's report. And again, to your point, Jake, because you just made this, and it's a great point. The Welbeck and Henderson thing has been paired together, even though separately they're separate things. And they just paired Calvin Phillips, which everyone knows City's trying to get rid of, and Jack Grealish, who's got 2 years left on his deal. And clearly they're trying to bring him back in. And the player had to come in and say something about it. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. This is funny.
That might be part of it. He might have hurt himself while he was drinking, but still, point being.
Yeah, Charles, we spoke on this literally about like 30 seconds before you hopped on. And yes, we also spoke on this back in the Rodri segment as well. And yes, I do agree with this as well. And yeah, I agree with this as well, Ollie. There definitely needs to be more people getting punished for these kind of fake news stories.
But here's the thing, that and people say this, and we're on the internet right now. But the current consensus is the internet's not a real place, and people will use that in a court of law to say it's not libel because I heard it from somewhere or I saw it on the internet, and a bot could have made it. So then you can't sue the bot. You can't sue the bot. So then where does it go? Like, everybody is a journalist. Now, the difference is what we're giving here is the Cup Chasers is a podcast of guys who are fans of the sport, who know the sport a little bit from their personal experiences, and we're fans of specific teams, and so we're talking about those teams during the season. We're using this stuff. We could talk about other stuff, but this is what's prominent, and we're not ever out here saying we have a scoop. Because why? We're not pretending to be fact finders. We're saying, hey, this is what we think it is. We can talk about, hey, City signed Elliot Anderson for whatever they signed, second biggest or third, whatever number, big deal, yada, yada. What do we think about that? We can do that. But we have to talk about it because it's our teams. Like, if Arsenal got Vini, as Asif said, major deal if they get. But in the same breath, they're talking about Vini wants to play at City with Holland. You notice I didn't say nothing about it because it's not worth talking about because we ain't signed him. So why am I talking about that at all, right?
This right here is just a huge pool of muddy water now, isn't it? Well, it's just, you know what I mean? It's so...
As a social studies teacher, I'm glad they said this because I hate seeing this. Can we first recognize that the free speech that people keep talking about originates in general in popular culture because of the United States Constitution that Americans just vomited everywhere. Free speech applies specifically to, I can say whatever the hell I want to say about the government and the government can't stop me. That's the only place free speech applies in any context of legality. Anywhere else, it's literally what Jake and Asif has said. It's libel. Because at that point, every single thing you do has a consequence. That's not free speech. The government can't sue you for telling the truth, but another person can if you lie on them. So it's not free speech. So let's stop the misnomer of using that free speech because it's not free.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, Ali. Because what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I agree 100%.
There's no such thing. Stop it.
Nice. I think I agree with Ali. I'm not sure about. I know little bits and bats about the US, but over here.
They came for him. He
A
was
rude
about to
guy.
say, he's about to say
rude guy.
something about the UK government, and they came for him through my internet connection, no less.
Yeah, you can't say.
Do it again,
Yeah,
Steve. Do it again. Do it again.
Say everything you just said again.
Yeah, don't just going back on that. This like half the things like we have over here that you guys would not take in regards to
Nope.
film. It's like everything over here is cameraed up. I know Les came over here. You saw it yourself. Everywhere you can't go half of anywhere in the UK without being seen on camera somewhere. So it's not like the US in that score.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I probably did. Probably.
What's up, SC? Just wow. Yeah,
we know you're not suicidal. Asif loves himself in life, and there's things to live for. So he's
yes. There's knows that. So.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. What's up, SC?
What's up, SC?
Des has got some big trips coming up soon. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but the free speech is so awful. And Jake, I don't know if you agree, but I blame us. I blame Americans for that. I really blame us because we parrot that shit all the time, and and the people we hear parrot it wrong.
Yeah,
guys, don't you
Absolutely.
worry. If I was gonna top myself, it wouldn't be over you lot.
or Liverpool. You know what I'm saying?
Or Liverpool, that's for sure.
Or Liverpool.
The craziest thing is I listened to some really crazy stuff. I'll tell you that much. Go check out Camp Gagnon over here on YouTube. It's essentially he does a rational podcast called The History Camp, and he does a religion podcast that can be rational as well. That's called Religion Camp. But then he does Camp Gagnon, which is his name, Mark Gagnon. Yeah, respect SC. And
done for him.
And he talks about conspiracies a lot, and he's talking about kind of the way things can be faked these days, and the way things that you have to sometimes defend yourself from stuff that's out there, just like you were saying or whatever. And it's only getting worse. It's only going to get worse, man.
I think because you just told me this guy had 3 different podcasts, and I know the people, we love y'all for being here, and I think we need to create a segment, Jake. It needs to be called What's Under Our Tinfoil Today. Because, sir,
yes,
we need to tinfoil some stuff. I mean, even though my tinfoils are not completely crazy, some of them are. But some of my tinfoils have been pretty close. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, talking about segues, our biggest tinfoil yet actually turned out to be Justified. Just saying.
I'm just gonna say, Ben, you're talking about segues now.
Yeah, no, that is the segue. That was the segue. Go for it.
Get him.
Fucking Infantino. He's a fucking prick. I'm just gonna say that now. I'm just gonna get this off my chest because it's been pissing me off for the past couple of days. That guy, who the fuck does he think he is? Trying to sell the rights. FIFA governs football. They don't fucking own it.
Well said.
And I don't agree with everything UEFA say, but in this they are right. I hope if they're gonna go ahead with these plans to privatize the World Cup and then fucking sell it off to the fucking Trump and Khrushchev families, fuck them. That's all I'm gonna say. They shouldn't be fucking doing that. And yeah, if it does, and yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. And he's like, I've heard rumors of him like going to United Nations and being Secretary fucking General Infantino, dickhead. And yes, there's going to be a lot of swearing in here. I'm going to tell you that now.
No worries.
When it comes to FIFA, yeah, they're corrupt as fuck. We all saw it during the World Cup, and these dickheads are just doing it openly. And yeah, it's absolutely disgusting how they're doing it. And for like the game as a whole, it should be independent. It should not be a thing to any governments or like now before they were going, oh Blatter, it's so much with fucking the Middle Eastern nations, and you're with Putin. Now fuck off. And now he's doing the exact same fucking thing, but with America instead. And yeah,
Can I pop that? I don't think I should leave that one up on the screen.
That's funny though. Good job, JT. That's funny.
Yeah, because he's got the guys. No, he hasn't got any fruits because fucking Trump's got him by his hands.
Oh no, we get it, JT.
No, we got it, JT. We understood completely. We understood completely.
Yeah, but just going back on there, it's absolutely disgusting. I hope UEFA tell all of our players, say no, we're not fucking releasing them for any World Cups or anything like that. Screw them. And yeah, and fuck the halftime shows as well. I didn't fucking like them anyway.
Like hey man.
The only thing I actually liked, babe, that it was like maybe we could have Shakira at the end of the game shaking her ass instead of like the halftime.
Hey, you could have had her shaking her ass during the game. I was gonna watch it, but come on,
that's fine too.
Yeah, but like I say, even I who I'm gonna say I've got a weakness for Latinas, but even then I wasn't too happy about half an hour.
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know.
Yeah, but
I didn't see it either.
I'm not I wasn't a fan, and those hydration breaks were a fucking just they need a little bit of water to just like put in the mouth and spit out again. Fuck off. That was all for money.
Jake, I gotta ask you a question because as an American, I love my country. I'm not gonna pretend. My father's Jamaican, but I grew up here. I grew up in New York. New York is probably one of the greatest examples of the melting pot that is the United States. I have no, huh?
No, I'm just replying to Charles. Yeah,
I have no political allegiances. I pick who I think is the best person. So I get all the phone calls whenever election time comes because I'm an unaffiliated voter. I vote for who I think is best. Party be damned. With that being said, I made a little point and I alluded to it earlier. So, Jake, this is where my question is coming from. And I said it was our fault that the free speech, the misinformation about what free speech is out there, because people think free speech is I can say whatever I want with no consequences because the internet is not a real place. This World Cup that we just had in the United States, which we all kind of hated on before it started, and then it started, and then the football took us because the group stage was absolutely wonderful. And the beginning of the knockouts were great, but we complained about the prices. We complained about the various Americanization things and just the way they were just stealing money. And as the World Cup went on, it felt and looked more Americanized. And we, both of us as Americans, but Asif and everybody and Patrick as well, we all got disgusted with it, right? And so I really believe, and I hate to be that guy because I love my country. It's kind of our fault that this shit is happening. It's kind of our fault. The World Cup being in this country and becoming popular and taking a hold and seeing the money they made after they raped people for prices. I mean, great people. Sorry, we can't use certain words. So when they grape people or they essayed people for money and then they were fine with the TV contracts and all that stuff. It is, JT. And it's not an American thing because the Americans who use it wrong too.
Nah, you got to read the whole. You got to read the whole thing.
Oh, my bad. What? Okay, yeah. I got you.
This is a big thing as well. Yeah.
So my thing is, Jake, this is my opinion, and I'm just curious about. But this is our fault. This is completely our fault. This is happening.
I'm gonna go back on that.
I tend to agree. I tend to agree. Go ahead, Asif.
It's not just the Americans, and I put this in our group chat thing.
Well, American business interests.
Yes, but it's not just American business interests. Aramco, who are one of the main sponsors of the World Cup, bailed out Infantino's Club World Cup project.
I know.
And then
me and Jake went last year.
With roughly about £1 billion or something like that. And then, surprise, who got awarded the World Cup for 2034? I think
that's right, Saudi.
Yep.
Saudi.
That's right.
And after the Saudis bailed their asses out. So what does that say to you?
Actually,
I mean, it's just more of the same. More of the same.
Right? What we're facing now, this exact iteration of what they're trying to do, I'm going to blame on us. But that's because it was tested. Because, Jake, you remember before we talked about the last World Cup, and we didn't like the fact that it was in the desert and what they did there. So we were mad at that because think about the how many people died that they was like, they're under the stadium, that's their grave. So this, what they're doing now, the money wise, like the humanitarian stuff had always been happening, but what they're trying to do now is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
And I do agree that it's on American business interests.
Yeah,
this is, I mean, it just that privatizing one of the world's biggest
football
events. It's just greed in such a transparent way. And what really sickens me is the extortion. It's just you're literally extorting. How is that not illegal? Here's why it's not illegal, because whose laws are they breaking?
I have a question.
There aren't any. There's no checks. That's the problem with FIFA. There's no one. There is nobody to tell them no. Exactly. And this is a perfect example. Infantino says if you don't answer by the end of the month in 24 hours or whatever, you're going to lose $50 million. Who's going to? That is the definition of extortion. Like that's the little, like I could pull it up on Google right now. That's the definition of extorting entire nations. Who the hell is going to stop them? That's my problem. No, there's no one there. There's no one to stop them.
I know they're not going to do anything about this, but I know Congress will put an investigation, I'm assuming, about this as well.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, they're not going to do nothing.
But they're not going to do nothing, and the FBI are going to take 17 years.
It's so transparent that they've
the damage will be done. The damage will be done before that investigation even gets off the ground, man.
Well, here's the other thing that annoys me about it, man.
With a FIFA without UEFA is fuck all. So as long as UEFA stand their ground, hopefully there is hope.
Well, here I agree. I think UEFA, because most of your stars will come from UEFA, and the UEFA telling the European clubs, hey, don't participate in this. Don't send your players out. Yes, but it's a slippery slope. In the same way that we said we got rid of Blatter, everything is better, and everybody was wrong, because the second you do that, and we know UEFA is suspect. If we do that, if we say, okay, UEFA, do that, don't do it. Don't let the players from UEFA play. The next thing that happens, and we know the next thing that's going to happen, is UEFA's going to run their Euros, because the Euros are next, because England has already put their money in. And then they're going to say, hey, because
our ticket prices are a lot better than yours. Just put it that way.
What?
Our ticket prices.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the thing. So the devil, right? So then what's to stop UEFA from starting their own thing, and they run it, and we already know they're corrupt, that they might not give us the same thing? How do we know we don't get the same thing from them eventually?
Like I was saying before we went live, man, I'm not what you would necessarily call an optimist. And I tend to look at things that have played out before, and that be my example for what's going to happen in the future. And so what evidence do I have that anything will be different? None.
This is happening. Everybody's going to get their bride. They're going to agree to do it. The World Cup will be privately owned, and then everybody who chooses to participate it will get SA'd with no lube.
Like I say, UEFA is the only hope at the moment, and that's saying something. But I hope they stick to their guns. That's all I'm hoping.
Because like a CONCACAF came out with a statement a little while ago, and they say
CONCACAF. I know they.
But CONCACAF came out with a statement and said this is very disappointing. All that means is you need to raise the price of what you sending me. In addition to that, now remember when we talked about Argentina, and why are we still doing this?
Yes,
what are we doing?
Yes, you need to.
So here's the funny thing about that, right? So you sitting here, and CONCACAF makes their statement. And remember when Argentina first got in trouble, and they said, hey, they're going to investigate them. And then they said, oh, we're not going to do anything with Argentina. Well, why in the news has Argentina come back in, and FIFA now wants to investigate them, because Argentina wants to sue them, which all is saying, hey, man, I think they might have promised Argentina the bag, double-crossed them, and now Argentina's like, okay, we're calling your spade. And now FIFA's like, oh, do you really want to go there? We got dead horses' heads sitting in your bed. Are you ready? And the thing is that if I'm Argentina, I might tread lightly on that one because we know 22 was already in question.
Yeah.
You sure they want to do that? What's the commercial? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Nes,
I don't know.
Nes, you live near DC anyway, don't you? So you should be all right. Like I say, you've everyone hashtag Nes for president.
Nes for president.
No, thank you. Well, here's the funny thing, and while it's funny, I know it's a joke. Here's the thing: why I wouldn't ever want to be a president is because the president don't have no real power. The people who behind the scenes that never go away run the president. We know this. They don't run the president is a face. Why do you think every president do the same thing? Which makes it so funny when they hated George Bush. And then who was after Bush? Obama, I think. Obama was after Bush, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hated Obama. They hated Bush. They hated Obama. They hated Clinton. They hated the first Bush. They hated Trump. They hated Biden. They all did the same thing. What are we talking about? Not one of them did anything different because the people that pull the strings are behind them. They're the people who, guess what? Want to buy FIFA and turn it into a for-profit entity when FIFA is literally registered as a non-profit entity.
And that's what's even worse is they're trying to tell us that yes.
Yes.
Then
the Nes Savio ticket.
Losing. We're absolutely losing if that's
the Nes Savio ticket. Yes.
Savio ticket. Yeah. Savio for vice president.
Hey, I'm in. I'm all in on that campaign.
So that means you expect us to lose.
Yes, for sure. No. What's so gross about it too is that they're trying to say, "Oh, this money is for grassroots. This money is to try to build." And exactly, because we've heard that line before. And if grassroots is the name of your shell company, Mr. Infantino, then yes, it's for grassroots. Because of course he's going to make millions on the deal. Of course he is. That has to be illegal. Like there has to. That's what has to happen. Is there needs to be a there needs to be a body that comes together, an organization that has the authority and power to check FIFA decisions.
Well, the funny thing is, it should be actually the Swiss government because they're housed there. Switzerland can be like, "Hey, man, you're a nonprofit. You can't do this."
I have a suggestion for that, Jake. And this is a very sarcastic one. But the Rockefeller and Kushner families, with the Trump families, yeah, they could oversee that.
Yeah, but then they would just take it all over, and it would be the same thing.
I mean, it
already is them.
Coming up here because here's the thing that somebody said earlier that I think is important. Somebody sent this to me earlier. I want to talk about this very briefly. Somebody made the comment about Elon Musk. I don't know who it was. It was something, and some lady said, "Hey, Elon Musk is going to make $1 trillion. What is he going to do with $1 trillion?" And then it was like, is he doing good stuff? Blah blah blah. And then a person answered her and said, lady who asked Elon a question. Well, Elon makes businesses that gets people jobs and pays families, yada yada. Cool. So Elon has $1 trillion, but then retorted and said, "Hey, well, lady who said this, you make 30 million. You have a $30 million net worth. What are you doing for people? Your 30 million could feed, I think it was like 3,000 people for a year." Here's the funny thing that you miss in the retort that people, and this is why, Jake, I stand on this. I'm not apologizing for anyone's billionaire. Stop apologizing for billionaires. To become a billionaire means you have to be grimy. Period. So people are literally, and I'm not even infatuating this. Somebody died so you could become a billionaire. People died so you could become a billionaire. No questions asked. We know that happened. Some deaths, real deaths.
Unfortunately, it's a zero-sum game out here.
I think people are, they're getting mixed up with money and power. Those are two different things.
They are.
Musk, when he was asked, so you think you're one of the most powerful men in the world because you've got so much money? He was like,
well,
no.
Is.
No, he turns around and goes, "No, I'm not." Then he goes,
Hey, somebody started GoFundMe for Ali.
Someone asked,
We got you. Send us the link.
No, Nez. You hear me out. And then someone asked him, "Who do you think he is? Who do you think is the most powerful person?" He goes, "Putin." He goes, "He's got the money and he's got his own army. I don't have my own army."
But here's the funny thing about Putin, and we're going to use Putin as the example, because here's the funny thing about Putin. Putin is rich, and you know what? We don't know how much money he has. You know why? Because he controls the damn government. Putin could be the richest man in the world. You can hide this stuff if you run the government. So if you have the money match with the thing, you're good. And what you have to do when you have the money, just make sure the people under you who protect you are rich too. That's all you got to do. Make sure they're rich.
Well, that's what Infantino's trying to do.
Yeah, so I know people give Elon shit and whatever but there's a lot of people who are a lot more powerful than probably even a little bit richer than him.
But you know why they give Elon shit, and he's earned it? Because Elon comes across like a know-it-all. I've never once seen Vladimir Putin step up on the camera and be like, "I know everything." Never once.
He doesn't. Elon knows a whole lot more than most people. That's the thing.
Putin was in the KGB and can kill you with his hands.
That's a different kind of knowledge. I'm talking about Elon. It knows how to put a fucking rocket on Mars.
No, Elon's people know how to put a rocket on Mars. Because the other thing we have to stop attributing to, because Elon's a smart guy. I'm not calling him not smart, but let's not pretend that we're attributing his intelligence connected to the people who work for him. Because we have to make sure we understand that. Because, hey, man, if I'm smart enough to understand how somebody conveys something to me and I can say it, then yes, you'll assume I'm smart. I'm gonna give you an example. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's a smart dude. You'll never hear me question if he's smart or not. But if you go and look at the research behind him, his team puts that stuff together to help him for him to know. So his team has equal level intelligence. He's just the face. So we have to again be careful with that when we attribute intelligence to people because they're the face of something.
He's worse than Elon, though. Neil deGrasse Tyson is a bad example because he's the most overbearing know-it-all there is. And I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. I really love listening to him, but he is the biggest. He's the biggest know-it-all that there is.
Scientists can't stand him, and they'll call him out.
I digress. No, I think fucking Infantino is he's basically a gigolo. He sells himself, and he's a cunt.
Well, he's really good at it, sir.
Like I said,
he is very good at it.
Yeah, exactly. He might as well just put him in prison and let him sell himself there as well.
Well, here's the thing. Somebody has to choose to arrest him and enforce a law and find a court to put him in.
That's the point, isn't it? That's where I'm left shaking my head. Who?
And no one's doing any of that.
Who's going to do that?
Guess what? He will pull his pants down and twerk in front of your face with crap falling out of his butt, and you can't do nothing about it.
And we as a fandom of the game have let this happen because anything they've said we've accepted, and then we accepted the next thing, and then we accepted the next thing, and then we accepted the next thing.
We're not attributing intelligence to people. We got to stop that. Just because you're famous don't mean that you know everything. Or verbal authority.
Well, here's the thing as well, though, Ali. A lot of people, especially the people that are glued to the internet, and don't ever go outside, are susceptible to whatever. And so if you can convince people of anything at all, you can make money. And that's the mindset that so many people have on social media. And even Neil deGrasse Tyson, but even with his show and his podcast and all of his stuff. So yeah, of course he's going to think that he can convince people because he knows things about physics. But he can convince people of stuff about politics and stuff about relationships or whatever because we already think he's smart, and that's what it's become. If you have a brand that people respect, then people are sheep, and they'll believe anything you tell them.
Anything.
Yeah, it's because, but the whole reason
that goes to your reporter thing. But go ahead and see my bad.
And it just goes back to basically it's because of them selling basically Trump and his administration. They think, okay, we've made money out of the stock market by crashing it. What else? How else can we make money now? So he's thinking, okay, I'll sell the rights to the World Cup. He's basically putting anything he can put up for sale, and that's what he's doing. So no, Infantino's nothing going to happen to him because basically he's already bending over for Trump. So,
but the thing is, and this is where I and again, there's no apologist for that. But people, while I get what Trump, the whole Trump thing, but Trump is not alone. Yes, touch grass for sure. But Trump is not alone. People and that's the other thing, because then I think there's another thing that's sort of there. Trump is not the head of the horse. Like, he's not the guy. He's benefiting, but he's not the guy. So Trump loves the attention that we give him because he gets the blame. He doesn't care about that. And he loves it because he didn't even he don't even have nothing to do with it. He's like, yo, you putting me in the news and I ain't do shit? Yeah, man, I'm winning. But it's not him. So I also think some of the Trump hate is also because he doesn't stop this stuff because it benefits him more, because any news is better than no news.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to kind of bring everything all together in a nice, neat little bow. But yeah, Ali, it is. I mean, have you seen Ready Player One? What was the solution at the end of that movie? Everyone had to check out of the like virtual reality world for a whole day because they shut it down completely. And maybe that's where we're headed, and we're gonna have to shut the internet down for periods of time and make people go outside. Especially when it's becoming just more and more AI. How do you know that I'm not AI right now?
Well, it's funny because it makes the iRobot thing when the iRobot robots turn red and they said, hey, we got to kill all humans because you're the problem. Or in the Matrix when they said, hey, we got to kill you all because you're the problem.
Hey, people, go actually read iRobot. It's a phenomenal book by Isaac Asimov. And the movie is not even close to the same thing. The idea behind the movie is the same thing, but the way it's articulated in the book is magnificent. And if you like to read, I would definitely recommend that one. I love that movie, though. Will Smith's great in that one. Just a little aside here.
When he's not slapping comedians.
Yeah, that was great too. I mean, hey, I enjoyed that as well.
I got nothing.
I enjoyed that. I mean, I'm not like it didn't bother me at all.
Whatever. It wasn't me. I didn't get slapped.
Yeah. iRobot is peak Will Smith. Yeah, I agree. I love the screen Yeah, indeed. Asif's back. All right, good. Anyway, one of my favorite movies for sure. Yeah. Well, with that, I think that puts a nice little lid on this one. And the consensus.
Today's episode, the soapbox episode. We stood on top of it and yelled at clouds.
Yes, we did. The consensus is down with Infantino. F FIFA. It's kind of what we're left with at the end of this one. So make sure you're hitting the like button there for Gianni Infantino and FIFA. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new.
Just one last thing. They're playing in a couple hours, so hopefully we win. Hopefully
support the Reds.
So tune in next week, so I can tell you guys. And if not, I will take the shit and I will take it like a man, like I always do. Ali, yes, you're right. Fuck Infantino.
Tune in next week for the tinfoil chase. And flipping the bird to Infantino. It always makes us feel a whole lot better. And go check out the Reds losing to Wrexham here in about half an hour, I think, is when that game kicks off. So with that being said, big up the chat every single time for being here. Hope everybody is doing good. And thanks for being here.
I promise I won't have a tie on next time, since clearly y'all crazy.
I'm going to give you all shit next week. Okay.
Sounds good. We'll see us next time.